Good morning all of you. Welcome back to our course Database Management System. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about LiveSQL. So our topic is getting started with LiveSQL. Now first of all we should understand what is LiveSQL. Actually LiveSQL is a cloud-based service which allows us to make use of Oracle free of cost. Okay, so everybody knows that in order to use Oracle you need to install it in your system, and Oracle is somehow heavy software. So in order to use this Oracle you require a sufficient RAM for that. So instead of this, ultimate solution is to use LiveSQL. So it is a free online tool to learn and code SQL as well as PLSQL. So in order to use LiveSQL you required account in Oracle. So for that purpose you need to go to this website livesql.oracle.com. Here you need to create your account and then you are going to use this LiveSQL. Now this is what a GUI of a LiveSQL. I will discuss this here, and after end of this slide I will take a demo where I will tell you how to create your account, how to make use of LiveSQL, as well as I will explain each and every tab involved in this LiveSQL GUI. Then we understand what are the features of LiveSQL. The main feature of LiveSQL is what? It allows us to make use of latest version of Oracle. Currently latest version of Oracle is 19C. See here, C stands for cloud. So LiveSQL allows us to make use of latest version of Oracle, and that is what a free of cost. It also provides easy to use and effective GUI. Then it support for SQL as well as PLSQL. Here you can execute your SQL commands also, and you can run PLSQL script also, and you can perform all the operations on the table by using this LiveSQL. You can execute a previous script that you have executed. Means in LiveSQL there is a option to upload existing script. Existing script means what? Simply you will create one text file where you will write a set of SQL command and you can upload this in LiveSQL. So I will demonstrate how to upload a script and how to execute it. And it also gives option to save your work. Just like that, in C, C++, Java you can able to save your script, you can save your program. Similarly LiveSQL provide a facility, whatever the commands that you have executed, whatever the output that you obtain, that you can save as a script. Then it provide also SQL tutorial for beginner. It is very good tutorial provided by LiveSQL. And most important thing, you can use from anywhere when there is a internet and you have account with the LiveSQL. Now next is, what is the limitation, what is the problem that you may face with LiveSQL? All work get flushed as soon as you log out from your account. Suppose you have created your account and get login into account, you have created two tables, and after that suppose you get log out, again you will get login into that system. At that time this table are not there. Any cloud-based service will flush your data as soon as you log out from the system. And another thing, it cannot be used for research purpose. That means, for example, a command DESC is a command, it's a describe command which gives more information about a table. So this command you cannot use in LiveSQL. That's why I'm telling you that it cannot be used for research purpose. Now next is, what are the basic commands that you can use in LiveSQL? Select user from dual. Dual is a default table provided by Oracle. So what is the use of this command? Select user from dual. It will show what is the name of user that using it. Then select star from $v version. It will show you the version of Oracle that you are using. Then next command is select privilege from user underscore sys underscore privilege order by 1. After executing this command you will get to know what are the privileges provided to you by LiveSQL. Then select star from user underscore ts underscore quotas. It will show you how much amount of memory is allocated to you. And finally select star from tab. By using this particular command, you will get a list of tables created in your database. So these are the basic command. So here we discuss what is LiveSQL, what are the features of LiveSQL, what are the limitation of LiveSQL, and what are the basic command that you are going to execute in LiveSQL. Now we'll take a demo where I will tell you how to create your account and how to make use of a LiveSQL. So this is a home page for LiveSQL. You have to visit this particular site, livesql.oracle.com. So this is a GUI provided by LiveSQL. So in order to start using LiveSQL, you just click on start coding now. As soon as you click on this, you will get this login window where you need to provide username as well as password in order to sign in. But if you don't have account, you need to click on this create account. As soon as you click on this create account, you will get such kind of form where you need to enter your details. First of all, you need to enter your email address, then password that you want to set, then again you have to retype a password that you want to set. Here your email address act as your username, and here you can set any password that you want. Then you need to enter country, then you have to provide your first name, last name, then job title. Suppose you are student, you can enter it as a student. Work phone, you have to add your own contact number. Then in company name, if you are a student, you can add your college name. Then you have to provide address, city, then you have to provide the state, and then you have to provide the postal code. So once you fill up this form, you need to click on create account. So after this, you will create your account. So this is what a login window for LiveSQL, where you have to provide your username as well as a password. So I have shown you how to create your account, and once you create your account, next thing is you need to log in into your account. So here I will show. Here I have already logged in into this system. So now I will explain each and every tab available. So this is your home tab, this is your home page. Then most important part is SQL worksheet. SQL worksheet is a place where you will enter SQL command and execute it. So this SQL worksheet is divided into two parts. This is editor where you have to write your SQL command, and this second part is output window where you will get a output. Now we'll execute a simple command which I have discussed. Suppose I need to know what is a username that is provided by this LiveSQL. So I just copy paste this command and execute it. So once I enter this command, how to execute it? You just click on run. As soon as you click on run, it will execute it, and here you will get the name of user, apex underscore public underscore user. This is a name of user that is provided by LiveSQL. Then we'll discuss second command. Suppose I want to know what is a version of Oracle that I am going to use. So I just copy paste this. Now I want to execute only second command. So for that purpose, what I have to do, I have to select this line and then click on run. Otherwise what will happen, suppose I am not selecting that particular line and just click on run, it will execute all the commands. So here what I have done, I have just selected this line because I need to execute only command number 2. So I have selected this and click on run. So here you will get output. Here it will show what is the version of Oracle that you are using. As I told you, we are going to use latest version of Oracle. So latest version is Oracle 19C Enterprise Edition, and release is 19.0.0.0. So it will show you the complete details of a version that you are using. Now I just demonstrate you. Suppose I want to execute both these commands. So what I need to do, simply I need to click on run. As soon as I will click on run, all the commands which I have entered into this editor, that will be executed. This is the output of first command and this is the output of second command. Now I will execute third command over here. My third command is use of third command is to get to know what are the privileges provided by this particular account. So I again copy paste this particular command, select that command, and I just click on run. As soon as I click on run, I will get the output. So these are the privileges provided by LiveSQL. I can create a view, I can create attribute dimension, cluster dimension, hierarchy, index type. I can create materialize view, operator, procedure, sequence, synonym, table, trigger. All these are the various types of objects that we can create. So total 16 privileges are assigned by LiveSQL to particular user. Now the next command is select star from user underscore ts quotas. This command is used to get what amount of memory is allocated by LiveSQL to you. Again the procedure is same. Select the command, click on run. So it will show me how much amount of memory is allocated by LiveSQL to me. Then the next command is select star from tab in order to get a list of tables created in LiveSQL. Again I will do the same thing, copy paste is. Again I will tell you one shortcut to execute this particular command. You can click on control enter. As soon as you click on control enter, it will execute. Okay, so this is the shortcut for this run. So I executed this. So here no table is created, but only synonyms are created. Okay, I hope you understand this much part over here. So this is a SQL worksheet, editor and output window. Now the next thing is that my session. Here my session tab is provided, where it will show this is what my current session, what I have executed in the current session I can able to see from here. Then suppose I want to know what are the previous sessions are there. Now it will show me the previous session. I have accessed this since from 3-4 months, so it is showing me the n number of sessions. But I recommend you to save your script. Don't depend on session. Maybe the case that you will lose some kind of data, but from this session you will come to know what you have executed, what command you have executed, what output that you obtain. So this is a my session tab. Next one is a schema tab. So here it will not show any thing because I have not created any kind of table. As soon as I will create one table, I can able to see the tables that I have created. Schema means what? Overall structure of your database, and it will represent what is the name of table and what are the attribute. So here currently I am not created any table, so no table is provided. But as soon as I will create a table, here you will see the details of the table. The next one is my script. Now I will show you this. These are the scripts which I have already saved. Now here there is a one option called as a upload script. So in order to use existing file or existing txt file into this LiveSQL, what you need to do, you have to just click on upload script. I have already created one script for table creation. Here I am just selecting sample table.txt script. I'll open it, and here you need to provide a name. You need to provide a name to that script that you are going to upload. You can provide any name. Suppose I'm going to provide a name sample script, and today's date is 17th July. So this is what a name I need to provide. Don't have to change character set. Then description, you can provide any description. So here I will provide it's a sample script. There is no restriction on description. You can provide any description from your side. Then you just click on upload script. As soon as you click on upload script, whatever the commands that I have written, that will get uploaded. So in that script I have written a command for creation of table command, department table script, then command to create a table employee, and these are some insert into command in order to insert a data into the tables. So here I am going to create four table. One is a department table, second one is a employee table, third table is a bonus table, and fourth table is a sal grade table. And also here written a insert into command. Actually it's a predefined script. These are four tables. Suppose you installed Oracle on your local machine, and then you will find that these four tables are provided by default by the Oracle. This is for study purpose. Oracle provide this four table, but LiveSQL will not provide. In order to use that particular table, you have to create this. So this is a sample script already created, which I am going to upload over here. And now suppose I want to execute this script, I just click on run script. What I have done, I have just uploaded existing script. Now I need to execute this particular script. So I just click on this. So just click on perform action. So what will happen, what all the command that I have entered into that script, that will get executed. So we'll check over here whether it will execute or not. So it will take some time for execution. So in this script you have various command for table creation. Now after this you will get such kind of message: success, 28 statements ran successfully and 6 objects were created. Now in order to check whether my table is created or not, you directly go to your SQL worksheet. Now you just click on SQL worksheet. As I told you, here I have created 4 table. So I just click on I will write a command: select star from DPT. DPT is one of the table that I have created by using script, and then I click on run. So DPT table is created and also data is inserted, because in that script I have added a command for table creation as well as insertion of a data. Now suppose you want to clear your window, so here option is also provided, clear it. As soon as I clear all the things which I have written in this editor window, that gets clear. Now you just click on schema. Now here you will see there are 4 tables are there. One is a bonus table, department table, employee table, and sal grade table. So before that we have just seen schema, there is nothing, but as soon as I have created a table, here I can see there are 4 tables are there. So I just click on this department table. So it will give me the details of that. What is the name of table, department, status, valid, temporary, nested, no, owner, that is given. Then what is the column, there are 3 columns are there in department table: department number, department name, location is there. This is a data type of that particular column, number, varchar2, what is the length of that, precision, scale, nullable, whether any integrity constraint is applied on that attributes or not. Yes, integrity constraints are applied. Any trigger is applied or not, whether constraint is applied. Yes, primary key constraint is applied on this particular department number attribute. So it will gives you more information about a particular table. Show attributes, these are the attributes, these are the columns of that department table. Indexes, whether index is created or not. Yes, index is created. Whether trigger is created, no, trigger is not created. Constraint is created. Yes, primary key constraint is created on the attribute called as a department number. So this is what a use of a schema. Here I demonstrate you how to upload your script. Then my tutorials are there. Here a set of tutorial is also provided. My tutorial, here currently no tutorial is available. The next tab is code library. So in code library you will get a set of tutorials already being created for you. So suppose I'm just going to enter this introduction to SQL. You have to run this tutorial. You just click on that. Here you can see create table. It is ready-made script is available. You can also use this script. You just click on insert into editor. So it will add all this command into my SQL worksheet. Then just clicking on run, it will execute it. So that much simple is there. You can use that tutorial provided by LiveSQL. So here one table is created called as a department. Okay. Now suppose I want to save this particular script. I already shown you how to upload a new script. Now I will tell you how to save your file. Now suppose I want to save this. So I just simply click on save. So here you need to provide a script name. Suppose here I will give a name, sample script sample script 1. I have just given the name sample script 1. Then visibility, you will kept it as a private. Suppose you will kept it as a public, anybody can access it. That's depend on you. Suppose you want that your file should be used by you only, you need to keep it as a private. By default it is private. Then also here you have to provide description. So here you can provide anything. It's a sample script, I am just writing over here. And sorry, spelling is wrong. It's a sample script, and then save session as a script. So it will save my script. That means in LiveSQL both options are available. Either you can upload your existing script or you can save your script. Now sample script 1 is saved. Okay, now here you can see what are the commands that I have executed in current session. Okay, so all this thing will be saved in that script because I have saved means in today's session whatever the commands that I have executed, I am going to save this in a sample script. And from where you will get this, you just click on my script. Here you can see this is a script which I have saved, and this is a current script, sample script 1, which I have saved. Okay, so I hope you understand how to make use of a LiveSQL in order to execute your SQL as well as a PL/SQL. Now I just show you how to execute PL/SQL script. I just clear this window, and simply I will show you how to execute whether LiveSQL support to PL/SQL or not. This is a only simple script to display a hello world message. So here I have written begin dbms underscore output dot put underscore line hello world. Here simply I need to display hello world message. So I just click on run window. It will show me the message called as a hello world. What is the benefit of executing PL/SQL script in LiveSQL? There is no need to enable set server output on, because by default its buffer is on. Whenever you are using it in a local window, you need to enable it in order to get the output, in order to show the output in output window in local machine. Whenever you are using Oracle, you have to use one command, set server output on, but by default in LiveSQL your buffer is on. So in this way we can execute SQL commands also, as well as we can execute PL/SQL commands also. I hope you understand how to make use of LiveSQL. Thank you.